Hey everybody, it's Tim Danter here from the Tim and Nancy YouTube channel. Just editing a hook that we left you with at the end of the third session with Tim Perry. I tell you, I had to. I was editing it. The third piece was going to be beautiful as it was, but I thought, you know what? I got to separate this one because there's some really powerful information in here. It goes over two coins that Nancy's kind of been looking at and got a little excited about. Tim goes into the fact about know your stuff, don't get FOMO'd, and be careful because it's up to you to make your own choices. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we only are doing this as our own opinions. We're not licensed, we're not professional investing consultants or anything like that. So it's always remembering that you can only invest or should only invest what you're prepared to lose. And for gosh sakes, make sure that you are doing your own research and not jumping into this. You're not going to miss the bus. If you like the information contained in our videos, please hit the subscribe button, pass it on to two friends, and hit the like button because that gets the YouTube algorithms going and gets us out there. And hit the little bell because we got all kinds of wacky stuff and informational stuff hitting the airwaves all the time. I'll be back at the end of this clip, but it's the bonus hook clip, as we call it in the industry. Enjoy.
Well, I hope it's about yield credit. So I obviously talked about it in being my top five.
Yep.
I honestly now it's like between union and yield now because I'll just give you a little more due diligence. Not that you guys shouldn't be doing it on your own, but yield credit was kind of a very sleeper coin. Anonymous developers. It was things that I was not putting all my money in at first because I was like, I'll throw a little bit in because I like their concept. But what's happened in the last few days is number one, its mainnet has come out. So its product is now live. And I'll get in that in 2 seconds. But there's a coin called Yearn Finance, YFI. And there's a developer that's built a bit of a cult status now. His name's Andre Cronje. And he's the guy who developed YFI. And he's definitely a genius. And anything he touches seems to just go, woo, way up into the sky. And he kind of has been alluding, not fully yet, that he is affiliated with with Yield Credit. And there's ties to this developer that we've known to Andre. So that made me go put a little more money in. But then once I got more wind of what's happening is it's a lending platform, and it's a lending and borrowing platform similar to Aave. And Aave, Celsius, all these coins, go research those and see what they've done in the last few years. They've just done this, right? Now, just to help you understand of why, even in the normal world, right? Credit systems is massive. Anything that loans money, even these those scam ones, the cash for whatever pop-up shops, people pay out their butt for interest just to get a loan. So we already know how hot it is. So that's no surprise that Aave and all these things went like this. One big problem with those, I've never actually used any of their platforms because they do what's a pooled interest. So all these rich guys get in and you get this pie chart kind of thing, and you get this small piece of the pie. And what happens is through these pooled lending platforms is the interest rates aren't fixed, so they get diluted. So you get down to like 2% or something. And to a small guy like me, who you're paying gas fees as well to like get in and out of these things, it doesn't make it worth it. So Yield, as far as I know, is the first working peer-to-peer decentralized application for lending and borrowing. So basically I can loan to you guys and I can set up to 12.5 interest up to 60 days. So, I mean, let's say 10 grand, right? I could do 12.5 interest. If you guys accept that deal, the smart contracts keep everyone honest. You guys would have to over collateralize your loan. So that way, in case you don't pay it back in time, you get liquidated. I get what you didn't pay back. But this is so not only can you earn now passive income by loaning to people, you can also get paid in yield to borrow. So if you borrow if you borrow money and pay it back on time, you are rewarded with yield tokens. And yield right now, as you just saw, was about $100. Now, I don't know exactly what you're going to get, but like one guy who has already tried it. So I will let you know, the products come out, but I wait to see if there's bugs. I wait to see if like anyone's hacked into it yet. And then I slowly wade my way into it. But obviously I'm watching it like a hawk. I am clearly invested in it. But I mean, basically someone who takes, borrows money out, you're incentivized now. So you'll pay interest, but there's a good chance, depending on how much you've borrowed, that you may get back in your yield, which has kind of cushioned the amount of interest you paid, especially if yield starts appreciating, right? Not to mention that if the loan that you've taken out is gone to buy another coin that's gone up or something, who knows? So both lenders and borrowers are incentivized, which I've never seen. And for the first time, you have fixed interest, which I've never seen. And you have peer-to-peer lending, which I've never seen. So
is it built into the system that, as you say, you over collateralize it, but it prevents the borrower from borrowing the money and then going and yanking those coins out, right?
Exactly. And this is it. So like, let's so pretend I'm now borrowing from you guys. I would have to most likely borrow, at least on Aave and stuff. You're putting about 150%, I think, like you're over collateralizing, right? So, and it's on the blockchain, like it's locked in there. So they can't access it until that contract's up. So obviously if they decide not to pay it back or something, I have no worries as a lender that I'm going to get bamboozled, because they'll just get liquidated and I'll get all their assets, right? So it's been shown in DeFi that most people are paying back their loans because they don't want to get liquidated from all their stuff, right? And this is that synergy. Now I just want to kind of go over to Union and why Union's so amazing. Union's platform that's coming out, which is called COP, is basically to help over collateralization. So you're going to have 150% of these people who are putting 150% over collateralization are now only going to have to, if they use the COP platform, only do like 100. Now for a big millionaire who's using Aave, that's a lot of money that's opened up for them, right? So I already see, you can follow wallets. I've already seen big Aave wallets and big Compound Labs wallets buying Union.
Wow.
And that's the utility, right? Is people are going to, and the more Union you own, the more incentives you get. So that's why people will buy Union. So you're seeing all that. So it's this synergy. And now you see kind of my big picture, right? I mean, Union to get the less of the collateralization. And then I also want to do my lending and borrowing and get paid for it. So now I'm building up a system where I'm going to be creating passive income for myself, where hopefully I never have to go back into the rat race.
You got my head swimming for sure. Thank you so much once again, Tim. You are amazing. Really, really super appreciate this. And we'll talk to you again next time.
Thanks, Tim.
Good.
Well, what'd you think of the hook clip? Oh, there's the dog. Really powerful information and really important information. We're simply having conversations about information that's out there, and we're in that learning mode together. As you heard, it's FOMO, it's research, it's all that stuff that we talk about in all the other videos. And it's so important that you understand what Tim is trying to convey to us. It's really neat to understand that there's other ways of making passive income. The altcoins are a deep dive, and it is a steep learning curve, and you gotta know what you're doing before you take that hard-earned money and put it in there. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you're getting value, hit the subscribe button to Tim and Nancy Danter channel. Hit the like button because it spreads those algorithms across the YT network, and hit the little bell so you never miss us. Thanks again to Tim. That was really great information. And well, I guess it's going to be another sleepless night. Hey, folks, have a great day.